Hi all, this is Rick Drost, and this is the Loop at the Armory March show. We have here people from all over. We have Peter LaQuerre from New Hampshire. We have Carole Wise from Brunswick, Maine, and my friends Drew and Kate from Norfolk, Virginia. And let's see the order, and then I'll play a set. We're each going to play a half-hour set. And gee, let's kick it right off. We're going to start with Peter LaQuerre, who is active up in the open mic community in New Hampshire. And I met him, that's where I met him, up there. And he's going to sing us a half-hour set. And I'll mute everybody else and bring Peter on. So, oh, Peter, there's Peter. And now I'll go away. Here's Peter LaQuerre. He's going to do a half-hour set of original tunes.
Well, thanks, Rick, for having us here. Like you say, I usually do open mics with just a couple of songs, or maybe 2 or 3 songs. So 30-minute sets a little new to me. So I had to pick out some songs I wrote over the past few years. I've been writing songs for a long time, but I was kind of intermittent until I met a group of songwriters here in Nashua. Mike Birch and Tammy Jan, who set up a songwriting group, and since then I've been pretty steady putting out songs thanks to their encouragement and the support of the open mic and musicians in the area, which has been a great experience. So I'll get started. This song is called She's So Different From Me, and this is one example of one that took a while to write. I had a couple drafts of it that I got feedback on, and ended up kind of letting it take me where it went, and it goes like this. I first saw her in an army base hall, streamers on the ceiling and a disco ball. My friends told me she was out of my league, her in a gown and me in fatigues. Next thing I know, I'm moving into her place. I gotta say there's a smile on my face. Her Great Dane is sprawled on the floor, and she's giving me one of her bedroom drawers. But she's so different from me. She sees colors I don't see. She listens on frequencies new to me. She does those crossword puzzles, spends Sunday morning with a pencil in her hand. She loves those random references to books she's read and travels she's planned. And she's got a record collection of people and songs that I've never heard. She tells me that she's got a surprise, then she drops the needle and closes her eyes. She's so different from me. She sees colors I don't see. She listens on frequencies new to me. And I know that one day I'll wake up. When this deployment is done, I'll open the door to her home, and she'll be reading on the couch. She She's so different from me. She sees colors I don't see. She listens on frequencies. New to me. That's the first one. And that was written a couple years ago. Yeah, almost 2 years now. And this is a new one that just came out. I just finished writing it, I'd say about 2 months ago. So I thought I'd do kind of a range of newer and older songs. And this one's kind of inspired by our housing market these days. Let's see. I like Marge. She takes out the trash. She does all the little things you don't have to ask. She rents a room for me and my wife, and somehow she fits all the things in her life. Marge would like to find a place of her own someday, some way. But for now she can't afford to move out on her own, so she's waiting, anticipating for things to change. Marge has a job she found by herself, stocking Barbie's dream house on a Walmart shelf. She looks at the cover of the box in her hand. Barbie and Ken have accepted their plan. Marge would like to find a place of her own someday, some way. For now she can't afford to go out on her own, so she's waiting, anticipating for things to change. She dreams of a home with the grass she can mow, maybe a garden where flowers could grow. Bright balloons on a mailbox nearby. Marge gets up the nerve and she wanders inside. All she needs is $500,000 to live the dream that her heart wants to follow. But Marge would like to find a place of her own someday, some way. But for now she can't afford to move out on her own, so she's waiting, anticipating for things to change. I like Marge. She takes out the trash. She does all the little things you don't have to ask. It's about Marge. Let's see what else I got here. This one is interesting song because I retired, and of course I'm trying to find things to do. I'm retired, although it has been very easy to find things to do. I'm definitely not bored, but I've been reading a lot. So I got this idea of writing a song about just reading books. Pour my beer into a plastic cup. I step out and I look up. The sky's changed to a new shade of blue. I pull up an Adirondack chair, Take a breath of that springtime air, open up my book to where I left off. I leave my body in my chair, 'cause now I'm flying through the air. Over Germany in 1945, I see the horizon through the pilot's eyes. Every book I read shows me something new, something I can share with you. Now I'm in a woman's head, navigating streets ahead. Every turn she makes, I see what she sees. She's a writer and a waitress too, needle dropping in a groove. Her life's a complicated song, and I get the chance to sing along. And at this time in our ragged history, we need to see what other people see. You can work in another man's shoes, but you can listen to him sing his blues. Better still read a story from his point of view. Every book I read shows me something new, something I can share with you. Pour my beer into that plastic cup. You might think I give up, but I'm expanding my worldview. And when this book is done, I'll start another one. My aim is simple and true. I'm just doing what I can do. And every book I read shows me something new, something I can share with you. Every book I read, every book I read. Every book I read. Here's another older one. Excuse me. That I wrote a little while ago. And what happened to me is a lot of my songs end up having the same character showing up. And this character Eddie, this is the first song I wrote about Eddie. And in some of my songs says an Eddie shows up. I'm not sure why, but just gonna put lyrics up here just in case I forget something. Eddie's got a shovel and it's hanging on the wall in his garage. Gonna dig himself a tunnel, stretching all the way to the Taj Mahal. I don't know what he's trying to pull. He's a unique individual. I don't know if he's serious or laughing at me. Is he laughing at me? But Eddie's mother tells me that she really likes the way that I spend my time. But I don't think about it, I really kinda do whatever's on my mind. And hanging out with Eddie always makes me feel better. Kinda like when a girl likes me and I let her be my friend till the end of the day. And I ask her, hey, have you ever met Eddie? I say, hey, 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 you really should. Sometimes peace is where you least expect it. In a garage by a highway exit. Eddie's got a shovel and it's hanging on the wall in his garage. He's gonna dig himself a tunnel, stretching all the way to the Taj Mahal. I don't know how I ever got elected. Me and my broken electric guitar that I bought and I learned how to play for Eddie. Hey, have you ever met Eddie? I say, hey, you really should. Eddie Shovel. Well, let's see, a couple more to go here. Actually doing pretty good at time. This one, I wanted to write a song about, where I live. I've written some songs about cities and towns, but I wanted to do one about New Hampshire, so I came up with this one about Gorham, New Hampshire. It was inspired when we had to go up to a wedding up in Maine, and we drove it through the White Mountains and through Gorham, and we passed this big ski jump that's still there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. And I guess they're renovating it to try and bring it back to life, but it was a big deal in New Hampshire in the past. But also up there, this is a Walmart that exists kind of in the middle of nowhere. When you're driving through the woods and the mountains, and suddenly you come across this big Walmart. So that's what this is about. Just make sure it's a tune. She works at the Walmart in Gorham, New Hampshire. She can see the mountains from the parking lot. There's a Winnebago parked by the carriage corral. She leans on a railing and lights it around. The smoke from her cigarette billows up in the air, her own smoke signal to the world out there. She had a lover, a small town man. He had his own wood shop, worked with his hands. By the fire in his wood shop, they made their plans. Even her dad said, "You found a good man." The smoke from the chimney billowed up in the air, their own smoke signal to the world out there. And if you drive up old Route 16, there's an old ski jump that you've probably seen. 200 feet it reaches into the air. One spring evening took her there. and under the trestles where the grass grew long, they sat by a fire and he sang her a song. She remembers every moment of that wonderful night in the shadow of the past, in the firelight. The smoke from the campfire billowed up in the air, their own smoke signal to the world out there. She works at the Walmart in Gorham, New Hampshire. She can see the mountains from the parking lot. Gorham, New Hampshire. Okay, time for a couple more here. This is one was actually in songwriting groups. What we do sometimes is get prompts, and so they give us a prompt and an idea for a song, and you're supposed to build a song around it. And I think the original prompt was about paintings, but I came up with a statue, Venus de Milo, and I created a little story around it. It's another song kind of went off its own direction. Well, he gave me a ride in his beat-up Ford. I had no idea what I was headed toward. We traveled through the prairies, the horses and farms, when I noticed the bobblehead without any arms. I said I kinda hate to ask, but who's that lady on your dash? He said it's my own private Venus de Milo. She's the reason I got this tattoo of Ohio on the back of my neck. And if you haven't seen it yet, let me tell you about Columbus, Ohio, and the Venus de Milo. You see, he met his only girlfriend outside of a museum. She was with a bunch of friends climbing out of a van. He helped each one down gently to the curb. It's there they fell in love without saying a word. And they wandered through exhibits of ancient Greece, and strolled in the gift shop, he discovered the piece. Now she's on the dashboard, not in her head, and I'm thinking about Columbus and the things they did. He said Columbus, Ohio is that kind of town. Grabs you by the neck and then it throws you down. He claims he can't remember the reason he left. Now his only concern is what he's got left. And that's his own private Venus de Milo. She's the reason he got this tattoo of Ohio on the back of his neck. And if you haven't seen it yet, let me tell you about Columbus, Ohio, and the Venus de Milo. Columbus, Ohio, the Venus de Milo. Columbus, Ohio, the Venus de Milo. Da 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 da. Venus de Milo. Okay, 7:25. I think we'll just do one more. And I mentioned that trip up to Gorham, New Hampshire. That was on our way to a wedding, and it was for my niece. And my niece asked me if I could write a song for them. and it was a lot of pressure. But I came up with this one, and I think it kind of expressed their relationship a bit, and we ended up doing it for their reception. And it goes like this. As you walk down the aisle, even though it took a while, seems to me you've opened up your heart and let the good things in that you need. You let the good things in that you need. And on a mountainside near the tree line, I see the sun upon the snow. That's where I picture you, both together in the sunshine and the wilds where you go. In the sunshine and the wilds where you go. Because you found something everybody's looking for. You found a way to wrap your arms around the world and each other. There's no other way to go. On a frozen lake up in Maine, there isn't anyone around but the two of you, with your open hearts and the adventures that you start. The adventures that you start. You found something everybody's looking for. You found a way to wrap your arms around the world and each other. There's no other way to go. Yeah, you found something everybody's looking for. You found a way to wrap your arms around the world and each other. There's no other way to go. And 7:29 with 1 minute to
Wow.
spare.
Well, I love that line, a way to wrap your arms around the world.
Well, thank you.
Great set from Peter LaQuerre, down from Nashua, New Hampshire, and you can hear him out there on the open mic circuit, and he's got a monthly songwriting. Is it monthly?
Yep, it's a monthly songwriting group. Yep.
Up there. So thank you for sharing the songs.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Next up, we'll bring on Ms. Carole Wise, and let's see, we'll do that. We'll say goodbye to Peter, and I'll bring Carole up. Carole's from Brunswick, Maine, and her album's been at the top of the folk charts for a couple of months. just the Focal Lines charts, and I'd like to turn it over to her to have another half hour set. So here we go. I'll disappear. Hi, Carole.
Hey, Rick, how are you?
Good.
Good to be here. Thank you so much for hosting the Loop. Just always good to be together as musicians, and for listeners who are out there, thanks so much for supporting live music in any capacity, live stream or in person, and keep that going. I will tell you that in Maine, I heard from one of the radio stations here, WERU, shout out to them, that the album for February, March was charting up there, top 10, and for folk radio, the top 20. So I'm really, really, really grateful for this album, which came by way of probably channeling my mother and my grandparents. Many songs are apropos, but I'll share that as I go on. But this first song, I think I would like to start with the title cut called North Star. And the little bit of the story is that the North Star was in my window for a whole year after my mother passed away. And I thought that was kind of indicative of time standing still. And this song, she showed up to talk to me on the eve of what would be my birth night in January last year. And she said, yeah, that was all of us. And so when I got up the next morning, I wrote this song called North Star. Life comes back around unexpectedly. Opened your eyes to a bigger view. You are never lost, just finding your way. Touch the inner core, find the real you. You've traveled so far, you're well on your way. Your inner North Star, lighting the way, lighting your way. No wrong turns, only unexpected paths. Like a buried seed, the flower comes at last. In untold stories we have yet to share. Now we're gathering together everywhere. Ooh, we've traveled so far, no need to stray. Our inner North Star, lighting the way, lighting our way. I'm listening so hard, I can hear you whisper 100 miles away. My inner North Star, lighting the way, lighting my way. unexpectedly. So it has been a full year, 2023. This actually, I dropped the CD North Star February 2nd of this year, 2024. And I'd like to play for you the title cut of a CD that I released in October, November of 2021, called A Long Way Home. Take me back to a long time ago, when we sang, when we laughed, sometimes shared our woes. Time to go home, but I can't let go. Stand still, and I'm right there, watching over you. I still care. Sun sets low, and I won't let go. I keep the music in my heart. You will always be a part of me. What you see, though many years gone by, don't waste your time and don't ask why. Just take the long way home. Don't be afraid to take a look. Your journey Let's see, where would I like to go with this? This next song, I think I'll probably do a couple from both the Long Way Home CD and North Star. You spend a lot of time in the studio, and this past year on the road. So anytime I wasn't on the road, I was in the studio. But it's done in pieces and parts, and so it feels good to actually play the length of a song in its entirety for an audience. This song is called Early Morning Fog, and it's really about, I like to mirror nature, has a lot to teach us. And one morning I looked outside, beautiful morning, super foggy. I live in mid-coast Maine, I'm by the water about a quarter of a mile away, and total backyard, couldn't see past a tree, but I knew it was there. And I just got this feeling, like I always do, about the message in that, which is, even though things might seem like it's not there or it's impossible or whatever that is, we do know that when the sun comes through, we'll see what we know is on the other side. So this is about fog. In the early morning fog, it's hard to see beyond the hill. When the sun peeks through, lifts the veil to find the way you will. I must keep on keeping on till the weight of empty space is gone, till the morning sun is shining through, till the morning fog gives way and gives back as morning dew. We live outside, yet growth happens from within, through pain and strife. May wounded hearts open once again. I must keep on keeping on till the weight of empty space is gone, till the morning breaks and the sun comes shining through, till morning fog gives way and gives back as morning dew. I must keep on keeping on till the weight of empty space is gone, till the morning breaks and the sun comes shining through, till morning fog gives way and gives back as morning dew, till morning fog gives way and gives back as morning dew. Nature, so much to show us and teach us. This next song is off a earlier album, 2007, called Northeast by Southwest, and it's called We Bring Gifts. It's a little more on the bluesy side, and it's about, love in its broadest sense. love, mutual affection. Respectful contemplation, we walk the same direction. One day at a time, one day at a time. We take time for this love, to listen to each other. Taking time to be friends, but so much more as lovers. One day at a time, one day at a time. We give back all the love and the strength that brought us to this place. We bring gifts of the heart for love to embrace. We give back all the love and the strength that brought us to this place. We bring gifts of the heart for love to embrace. We bring gifts to this love. We bring gifts. Next song I'd like to do is a song called Listen In. And Listen In, a little backstory to that is we know that climate change exists. We know that fossil fuels are the biggest impact, as well as methane. But I don't like to talk about it in that way. I like to talk about what we have and what we would probably love to keep, this beautiful gift that we have, and this planet and water and earth and each other and clean air. So when I was looking out my window one day, again in my music space, I saw a ladybug coming across the window, and I just happened to say, "What's it looking like out there to you?" And she actually responded, and she said, "Listen in." And I kind of meditated on that for a while, watching trees, a lot of energy out there. During COVID, we were all looking out our windows at our world and watching the pandemic, watching Black Lives Matter movement, so many things that we were viewing. And I wondered for myself, I needed to do more than just observe. I really needed to listen in. And so I took it from the ladybug. best we can. And I see trees dancing in the wind, inviting all of us again to listen in. Ladybug upon the sill, climbing higher, higher still. She looks outside her window, pain. How much of her world remains? And she sees trees swaying in the wind, inviting all of us again to listen in. Running all around, will it help the world slow down? I think not. Will we find a gentler way? And when we finally find authentic peace of mind, I think, yes, perhaps we'll understand while we learn to listen in. Everywhere I look, I connect with you. No matter where, what, or why, I can see angels fly. Yes, I see trees dancing in the wind, inviting all of us again to listen in. It's when we finally find authentic peace of mind. I think, yes, we understand. We have learned to listen in. Thank you so much. I think I have one more. I'm not sure about that. I think I will do. This is a song I usually, every spring, I go out in my kayak, and I like to get into some of the faster water. And this is a song called Around the Bend, because life is full of things around the bend, and I like to be curious about that. I am like a river flowing fast and free. Around the bend I slow waiting, changing me. Fearing not what's up ahead, to ride the wave and flow instead of fearing the unknown. Once I thought the river had abandoned me, till I learned to navigate, which set me free. Embracing every twist and turn to recognize what's lost and learn. No, I'm not alone. We know storms will form ahead, the wind will rise. Brighter days will clear away the darkest skies. Remember what has come before, sail for new uncharted shores, claiming our identity. Fearing not what's up ahead, to ride the wave and flow instead of fearing the unknown. Round the bend I slow, awaiting change in me. Here it is.
Wow, thanks for the great set. Carole Wise from Brunswick, Maine.
Thank you so much.
And congrats on the staying up in the Folk Alliance charts for so long.
So grateful,
job.
so grateful for everyone, listeners, family, friends, promoters, people who do a lot of work to keep the music rolling. For you, Rick, doing shows. Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome, and we'll see you around.
See you around.
I'm going to bring up next my friends from Norfolk, Virginia. Dry Land. Drew and Kate Landman. Well, I met them on a John Smith tour to Ireland. The Norfolk, Virginia folks are very active in the folk community. So we've stayed friends and been down there. And Drew also takes amazing astronomy pictures. I don't know if he ever gets any sleep. But let's bring them up for a half-hour set. Drew Landman and Kate Landman. Let's see, and I'll disappear.
Thanks, Rick. All right.
This first song's called Long Way, which is kind of interesting because I think the first two performers also had songs that at least had a long way in them. But this is a song about an old sailor in the 60s.
People ask me all the time, what do you feel? Do you get scared? Are you afraid? Or just toe the line, sure you've got it made? I answer honestly, you know, I'm never sure. It's not my job, it's just my way. It's what I do, it's how I pray. When the sails are set and the seas follow behind, I'm out there all alone, and they think I've lost my mind, and that's how I find my way home, my way home. Back on land it's strange, I don't understand, can't comprehend the ways of governments and man. When the sails are set and the seas follow behind, I'm out there all alone, and they think I've lost my mind, and that's how I find my way home, my way home. Turn around and I double back and I run away from this surprise attack, and I take the long way home. Yeah, I take the long way home. And when the sails are set and the seas follow behind, I'm out there all alone, and they think I've lost my mind, and that's how I find my way home, my way home, way home, way home. We like to change instruments.
This next song is called Night Watch. We have kind of a sailing theme going tonight. This is also about sailing overnight and being in the cockpit and taking in the stars and the animals at night.
Well, it's midnight, the moon shines bright. where we are, and the stars sparkle above. You are sleeping, but I am dreaming of lands near and far, where someday you'll take me, my love. We can sail across the sea, just you and me, in our little boat we call home. There's no need to sit and wait, get on board, don't hesitate. Don't want to do it alone. Now it's daybreak, the sun is nowhere in view, and the clouds darken above. As the winds grow, so the waves blow, marching past in review. What happened to blue skies, my love? We can sail across the sea, just you and me. Just think of the people we'll meet. Or we can stay home by the fire and have all that we desire. Good friends, warm hearts, and dry feet. We can sail across the sea, just you and me, in our little boat we call home. There's no need to sit and wait, get on board, don't hesitate. We'll be together wherever we roam. You were sleeping, but I was dreaming.
All right, this next song is about the area we live in. It is Tidewater, Virginia. Like Rick said, Norfolk. There's water everywhere, and it's really nice to get out and walk along the waterways, and that's really what this song's about, River's Edge.
I went out walking on a cloudy day. Denim jacket, all I had. It didn't look like it was going to rain, but in a moment it began. I walked to your house in the pouring rain. It didn't look like you were home. Peeked in your window, there was no one there. Well, just your cat. And he was all alone. I kept on walking as the rain let up. I didn't know where I was going. I saw you standing at the river's edge, a passing tugboat whistle blowing. Walked me home as the sun came out. Not a word between us said. We turned the corner back to my front porch as the sun sank low and red. I went out walking.
All right, this next song is a brand new one that Kate wrote called The 3rd of June. And most of what is described was from a trip we took to northern Ontario when some wildfire broke out last summer.
This is the first time this song has been performed anywhere, so you'll forgive us if it doesn't go well. It was the 3rd of June. There'd be a bright full moon. As best as I could tell. And a distant haze set the sky ablaze. As darkness slowly fell. Across the water, the distant sound of children laughing. Quiet fading to songs of the night birds passing. Feels like I'm floating out in space.
living through silent days, living in silent nights for always. Daybreak time had come and gone. So it seemed to me. And last night's orange sky made me question why this morning gray was all I'd see. Across the water, the tree-lined shore of yesterday gone away. Silence building, but song just a memory I can't see. Feel like I'm floating out in space. Jupiter rises like the sun. Feeling like I'm the only one living through silent days, living in silent nights for always, for always. Distant sound of children laughing, quiet fading, songs of the night birds passing, feels like I'm floating out in space. Jupiter rises like the sun. Feeling like I'm the only one living through silent days, living in silent nights for always. It was the 3rd of June.
We're going to switch things up again.
This song, it's a little departure from what we've been doing, more traditional sound. It is about a harbor in Nova Scotia, Roseway.
harbor, watch them every day. Check the logs, I ask the mates, looking for signs, hoping that you found your way. We were supposed to go together, but you missed the rendezvous. So I went ahead without you like we promised to. Did you come this far? Did you wait for me? Am I the first thing on your mind? Is my face the last thing you wanna see? Fly by without you by my side. Food is scarce, work is hard to find. Worst of all, the land that they promised us never seems to make it past my mind. So I mend the clothes of others just to earn a bit of bread. Don't know how long I can stay here just hanging on this thread. Did you come this far? Did you wait for me? Am I the first thing on your mind? Is my face the last thing you wanna see? Did you come this far? Did you wait for me? Am I the first thing on your mind? Was I the first thing on your mind? You were the last thing on my mind.
I think we have time for one more. This last one is called Leiden. This is a song about my father living through World War II in the Netherlands under German occupation. Ready? Solemn floating, face down in the bright morning light. Floating, face down in the bright morning light. Uniform covered nice from the night. I pedaled hard across the old Rhine Bridge, alright, knowing well that they'd come looking. It lightened tonight.
Lighten tonight, yeah.
Lighten tonight.
They'll come looking light.
Lighten tonight.
Lighten tonight, yeah.
Lighten tonight.
They'll come looking lighten.
Yesterday, great Chuck tied in my shirt, he let me pass. Much too young to be a soldier, old enough to give orders.
Yeah, they'll come looking
looking lighting tonight.
Lighting tonight, yeah.
Lighting
They'll come looking
tonight.
lighting
Lighting tonight.
Lighting tonight, yeah.
Lighting
They'll come looking lighting.
Safe at home for now.
It's getting late
More than dandelion salad.
on our plate. Careful not to catch the sentry's eye. If he asks about your brother, you must lie. You must lie.
Lighting tonight.
Lighting tonight, yeah.
Lighting
They'll come looking
tonight.
lighting.
Lighting
Lighting
tonight.
tonight, yeah.
Lighting
They'll come looking
tonight.
All right.
All right. Thanks for having us.
That does it.
And first two performers were fantastic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh. Have we lost him?
Don't know.
We could do another song. I know. Rick?
Are you there, Rick?
He's having trouble. Should we do another song? We have no control.
What's control B? Why is it saying press control B?
Something's. Can I hear anybody?
Hello,
Yeah,
are you
hello?
there, Rick? We're
Are
still
you there?
here.
We're still here?
Yeah?
Wow. Something cut out. My internet's been weird.
Okay.
Oh,
We feel your
well.
pain. We feel your pain. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the great set. I love the harmonies. And I guess it's time for me to do a set.
There you go.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having us.
Thanks for having us, Rick.
And Peter and Carole, wow.
Yeah, it's great.
So long till the next time. Let's see. Yep. Hi, I'm Rick Drost. I'm from Cambridge, and we've been running this loop show for quite a while. Thanks, Mark, for stopping by and commenting. Mark was a great support for the loop show. I'll start with a little tune that starts in the Australian outback and comes around home from there. ripples widen in the pool that cradled every ancient soul. Catch sun sparks, eucalyptus leaves and sky. His bark canoe slides forward as he leans back on his pole. Beneath his breath his father's song will rise. 2,000 years away, a gondolier leans on his oar. From turrets, steps, canals, and stones, his father's song resounds. All who pole and all who row and sing their soul song as they go, you can feel them turn the world around. From towers all around the town, long shadows as the sun goes down. The vesper bells all hear each other ring. The organ's diapason, honing the choir's liaison to their Father as the congregation sings. A spirit moves to minarets, muezzins make the call to prayer. The faithful bow in concert on the ground. All who sing and all who ring and all who join in listening, and all who play and all who pray will know they move as one day. Hear them as they turn the world around. You're both in bed now, feigning sleep. You're newlywed and new to fight. You floated through all yesterday in bliss. Sharp words both ways, cut both ways deep. You hope you'll make it through the night. Your father never sang a song for this. But listen for her breathing, match your drawings into hers. If she sleeps, so may you. If not, her hand may yet find yours. Late enemies in unison, anemones unfurl, wave together, nearer ever. Hear each other, you can turn the world. It's turning the world. And I'll move to a while ago, quite a while ago. I wrote this song. Situation was, oh yeah, I got a little retuning. My folks were living down in Alabama, and went down there to visit them when I came back. The lady I thought I was seeing, well, she had another guy living with her already. I couldn't get mad at her. I liked her too much. I had to do something. So I wrote him a song. And here it is. Hey there, buddy, you know you don't have to snub me. You can say hello in passing on the street. You got her keys, I never had 'em. I hope that will gladden you, so just be civil anytime we meet. The lady let me know the score. You won what you were playing for. Stake your prize, enjoy it, but make sure you treat her kind. 'Cause even though she made me go, I'll be okay, because I know I got a little corner of her mind. And I'm in there smiling while she's kissing you good morning. You'll taste my cooking in your food, you'll drink my kind of wine. And even if you kill me dead, you don't. I'm in your bed, I'm in her head, I got a little corner of her mind. Well, the lady told me yesterday she didn't love me anyway. Guess I'll spend the time now running free. Still I'll read her letters when she writes me, and I'll come when she invites me. When we're talking, just go in and watch TV. I took that picture on your wall, you'll see my footprints in the hall. Coffee mug you drink from at her table once was mine. Might as well get used to me, 'cause where she is there I will be. I've got a little corner of her mind, and I'm in there smiling while she's kissing you good morning. You'll taste my cooking in your food, you'll drink my kind of wine. And even if you kill me dead, I'm in your bed, I'm in her head. I've got a little corner of her mind. There we go, got a little corner. I grew up outside of Buffalo, and we had a run of a whole valley, kind of a defunct dairy farm, about 3 valleys in from Lake Erie. And that's where we would go. Actually, my parents had met there, swimming in the creek in that valley. So we'd go out there, no, certainly not every weekend, but when we went, we could run through the woods and up the creeks. And the railroad, which brought coal up from Pennsylvania to the steel mills, well, it had been turned into the right of way. We used to walk along it. There were power lines along it. And I ended up writing this song about a time from the standpoint of a woman coming of age as they were building that railroad in the valley. My mother had given me an Andrew Wyeth print, which was hanging in my room, and so the song is called Wyeth's Town. My family came and settled down, year of 34. Homesteaded near Wyethstown, your father owned the store. We played together, laughed and cried since we were very young. Over hill and meadowside, of golden green we'd run. There was no one to say I'd regret the day that the railroad come. Built the railroad by us when you were 22. You quit your job at Wyeth's Farm to help him put it through. In summer sun I'd watch you sink the steel into the ground. Then we'd walk together in the woods on the ridge above the town. Summer that the railroad come and I loved you. Now Wyethstown is weathered in, all blanketed with snow. Alone I read your letter in the embers' dying glow. I'll wait a winter while you court your girls of quality by sidewalk light in New Orleans, and never think of me. And I never thought when the railroad come you'd ever go. Things aren't much changed in Wyethstown since you left that day. with 6 long summers come and gone, there's little more to say. But Sunday after church, we cross the golden fields of hay and climb the ridge above the town to wait along the right of way for the white smoke coming rising in the sky, blue as your sun's eyes following the train as it goes by. It's Wyestown. All right, well, puts me in the mind of a train song. And here's another train song. This tune started, I got I got on a train in a dream, got out in Providence, Rhode Island, and rode along the bay. Didn't know where I was going. Song's the first song on the album, Turning the World. Don't remember train. I don't remember getting on this train, already out of town along the bay. The seats are pretty comfy, I've got some food from home, some bread and cheese and apple. Sit and watch the shoreline slide away. But I don't remember getting on this train. Never bought a ticket for this train. Conductor smiles and nods as he goes by. Ask when the next station is. Don't worry, you won't miss it. You'll slow it down before you stop. That's how you're gonna know. And I don't remember getting on this train. If I weren't on this train, I'd be out there on the tide flats, raking wire, basket, digging clams. Back to the cottage kitchen where the chowder pot is simmering. Mom and Bob are cackling about the butcher's jokes today. But the last laughs I hear just two gals behind me. And I don't remember getting on this train. Just came back from sitting with my dad. He's riding just a few cars up ahead. Still enjoys the ride, the gentle rocking side to side. Look how the sunlight hits that hill. Remember when we climbed it? Not that one, Dad, but yes, it surely looked like it that day. So look who's here beside me now. It's so long since I walked you home. You let me take your books. I couldn't think of what to say. But here now we can talk about our trials and our travels. Sit and watch the golden fields roll by. Still, I don't remember getting on this train. Don't remember train. I think I'll change guitars here for a minute. Let's see if I can. And wow. I'll finish up with this song. It's called Just a Song. And all of a sudden I'm blanking on the first words. If I were. Here we go. If I were the sun, I'd wake you gently with my rising, peeking in the space between your shade and window frame. As the day moved on, I would bronze your skin and streak your hair, turning highlights orange shadows deep. Light the moon as you fell asleep. And if I were a cloud and you were lying in the clover, I'd put on a show for you in puffy white and blue. First I'd be a bear, then a lamb, and then a lion, a spreading oak, a towering peak, finally a heart for you. But I am just a song, and I hope that you will hear me. My melody delight your ear, my poetry endear me to you. And if I were a coquelicot, one of 7,000 poppies, and you walked down through your meadow to the quiet river bank, I would pray that you, my chatelaine, as you came back up the hillside, would choose me for a vase upon your table. And if I were a bird in a sunset murmuration, I'd be the one you'd follow with my wings reflecting gold. I would lift your eye up to the sky, dip down to the ocean, hoping for sweet sunsets spent with you. But I am just a song. I can visit when you're sleeping, show you plays of light and shadow you never knew you held within. Sun and cloud and flower and bird would meld with ancient memories. We could sing the song or a whole day long, dream the dream in your sleep again. We would sing the song the whole day long, dream the dream in our sleep again. It's just a song. Well, thank you. It's about time to bring everybody back on and say a little goodbye. I'll bring great to hear from Peter LaQuerre. He did the first set, and he's from Nashua, New Hampshire, and Carole Wise from Brunswick, Maine. and dry land, Drew and Kate landing up all the way electronically from Norfolk, Virginia. So thanks all for coming and sharing songs, and we can all say goodbye. I think everybody's off mute. Everybody can chat if you want, say goodbye, and then we'll end the stream and see what happens next time.
Thanks again, Rick.
Thanks so much, everyone. Great meeting everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
great music. Really enjoyed it.
That was really fun.
Great. Okay, well, to the next one then, and glad to hear great sets from everybody. Had nice harmonies from Drew and Kate, some open tunings. So be well. Safe travels.
Be well,
Even
Rick.
electronically.
Be well, sir.
So long.